Well, good morning, everybody. Everybody. Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Crooked Hat Mailman. What's that? I got a green shirt on. It's not eagle. Well, it's Irish. Irish, not eagle. Irish. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Thirsty Thursday. Yes, Thirsty Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am, I guess. I'm about 5 minutes late. I'm okay. I need gas. It's going to have to wait till after work. Ride in on fumes. So what's going on, everybody? Senior Bowl is on Saturday. I'll be streaming it. I'm going to leave work early. So I got the thumbnail up. Didn't do a video last night. Was going to. Things came up. Sorry, when you work all day. And then I went to the gym for about an hour and a half. I didn't go home till close to 7 o'clock. So I was kind of tired. Took a shower. Did a thumbnail. And was like, I'm not going to do it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of news. We heard... I did want to do some videos on the Combine. We heard Stephen Jones talk. Yes, we heard Stephen Jones talk. You know, again, he goes to the Combine, like, what does he know about football players? Okay? Let Will McClay do it. Now, Will's there. Shout out to Will McClay. We don't know the extent of the deal. I didn't look into the terms. They didn't say new 4-year deal, but it's probably a 3-year deal. Probably. I mean, I don't know. Anybody knows, put it in the comments. So Will McClay is signed up. One thing that the Cowboys did this year, unlike past years, is they allowed Will McClay to sit in and to ask questions upon the coaching hires. Yes, all the interviews. Will McClay was heavily involved in the coach, the coach, right? Stephen Jones, the coach. He was heavily involved in that. So my question to you is does that mean when Jerry's done, retired, / pushing up daisies? Not rushing it, God. I'm just saying. We're all going. That Will McClay's going to take over? That'll be the $1 million question. Because if Will McClay takes over and Jerry's out of the picture, I don't know. I don't know. Just a little side note, I was watching... It was a Ross Tucker this morning while I was started making my liquid gold. Ross Tucker was talking to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. There it is, baby. Yeah, I got them. They're in there, Vinny. They're in there. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. My eyesight ain't great wearing sunglasses when it's not sunny, so I don't need them right now. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But, all right. Basically, Mike Florio, who's written many books, I mean, he's the Pro Football Talk, he's turned that website into a mega. I mean, he's small business, he's killing it. Mike Florio, I believe he's an attorney, too, in real life. But anyway, Mike Florio says, Jerry Jones is pulling the ultimate grift. Jerry Jones is a grifter. Basically trying to win his own way. There it is, Vinny. There's the money shot right there, baby. Yes, baby. Mama. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I don't wanna die. Hey, how are you? Go Birds. Go Birds. Oh, real quick. Rest in peace, my man Tyler. I have some pole videos of Eagle fans climbing poles, but I decided not to use them because one guy died. After the game, a young college kid from Temple University was climbing a pole, dropped, fell, died the next day in a hospital. Again, it's not a joke. That's why they grease the poles in Philly. Not that Philly's the only place that they climb the poles, but for some reason, you win a game to go to the Super Bowl, and you got the urge to climb a pole. Go to a strip joint, and you want to hang with poles. God, rest in peace. I think his name was Tyler. It's horrible. It's horrible. People need to calm it down and keep it in perspective. Sorry, my Easy Pass keeps sliding around. Fucking dumb. I need to adhese it to my windshield. Keep it going. Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace to Tyler, Eagle fan who was enjoying a win, decided to go way up a pole and fell, and he died the next day in the hospital. So I've held off on putting any of my funny pole videos up because it's not funny. It sucks. But anyway, the ultimate grift. Jerry Jones is pulling over the Cowboys fans over the last number of years. You know, their main, and he even said this, Jerry Jones, he even said this. What's going on here? Cops are coming. Must be an accident. Go ahead, boys. Damn, state police. That's one thing where I live. Nothing but stadies, baby. Stadies. He was at the Sunday Ticket. He was on trial with the Sunday Ticket, and he was going on and on about to either be loved or hated. That's the goal. So that's his goal. His goal isn't to win right now. But the problem is the voices are getting so loud, and you heard that yesterday. The voices are getting so loud that we may actually see something different. We actually heard Stephen Jones address free agency multiple times. Again, they're just starting to realize, I guess, that the fans are aware of their cap situation. What Brian Broaddus and some of these guys are doing is just, I wish they would keep it real. I mean, yeah, Brian's right if they choose not to flip the switches in Dak and CeeDee's contract. But those switches were put in precisely to create cap room to go out and get help. That's what Dak was talking about a big piece. Yes, that's what Dak was talking about regarding a big piece. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous what's going on.
A couple different levels. I kind of have a theory here, Mike. Do you think he realized at some point that it's really, really hard to win the Super Bowl and that there's a lot of variance and that he was instead going to win something that he could control more, which is making the most money every year? Because it feels like there's been this transition. They didn't even try to get better this past offseason. They just let guys go, Biotish and Tony Pollard. They didn't replace him with anybody. I guess the question is, where do you think Jerry Jones is in his journey as an NFL owner?
Well, I agree with you. And it was last year that I first started to crystallize my thoughts on the idea that it's all a grift. This idea that he'll do anything under the sun to win a Super Bowl. He wants one that he won on his own with a team he built. That had been the narrative for so long. The way they handled the offseason, they do a very good job of drafting and developing talent, but they screw up when it comes to paying that talent. They've paid the wrong guys like Michael Gallup. They've failed to pay on a timely basis the right guys, and they've painted themselves into corners where when they inevitably give the guy the contract, it's more expensive. It's structured in a way that makes it harder for them the next time around. They did that twice now with Dak Prescott. They painted themselves into a corner when they did his second contract after very cheap rookie deal, franchise tag for a year, tagged him again, then replaced it with a 4-year contract. They painted themselves into a tighter corner last year by waiting and waiting and waiting and thinking that the guy's going to wake up one day and say, okay, I'll take less to stay here. They never do. And it dawned on me as we saw no effort to improve the team that got to the wild card round and got blown off the field by the Packers. This is about being a carnival barker. This is about being interesting. He talked on the witness stand under oath in the Sunday ticket trial last summer about the importance of being interesting. He knows if you're the team that everybody loves or hates, you're going to be interesting. You're going to get massive audiences. You're going to make a ton of money. That's why I thought it was funny yesterday when Stephen Jones used air quotes when he said this drought that people say we're in. Well, you are in a drought. You're in a 30-year drought. You haven't been to the conference championship longer than any team in the NFC, twice as long as the gap for the Bears at 15 years. They're now at 30. But drought all comes down to how you define rain. It's raining money. It has been. They're running the risk, though, with this Brian Schottenheimer hire, that it's going to start to dry up, that people are figuring out the grift, and it's just about the money. It's not about trying to win, because for the second straight offseason, and this one really commences with the Schottenheimer hire following the Mike McCarthy departure, they're really not serious about getting back to where they haven't been since the 1995 season.
You know, it's fun.
The ultimate grift. Like I said, the ultimate grift. You know, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that Jerry Jones has been doing this for this long. They're out of touch. I think they want to win, but I think they're addicted to the money rolling in. I really do think that's what it is. They're addicted to the money rolling in. At the end of the day, the money's not going nowhere, Jerry. You win, the money will continue to roll in, and that'll extend onward and outward to new fan bases, new generation of Cowboy fans. Because let's be honest, a lot of Cowboys fans are front runners. They jumped on the bandwagon. I saw a friend on Facebook who will be nameless. He used to be a diehard Cowboy fan. Next thing you know, I see like pictures of him with Eagle shirts on. I'm like, that's egregious, bro. Come on, man. You're not an Eagle fan. You can't do that. But whatever. You will get some Cowboy fans if you win. You sure as hell ain't getting them now. Any Cowboys fans that are out there are from back in the olden days. Diehards. But anyway, another thing, because I am at work. The next 2 seasons, later in that podcast, Mike says, look for the 2027 season to go to 18 games. They want to go to President's Day weekend. Now, I believe not this year, but in I think 2026, they're actually going to play on President's Day weekend, but they're going to go to an 18th game. But it doesn't seem like they're going to go with another bye week, which is alarming. If you're trying to lock in on just that next week, you might be able to. I say start the season a little earlier then. Maybe start it the week before. But I know that's the Memorial Day weekend, but oh well. I don't know how that's going to work, people. But yeah, that's what they're talking about. 18 games in 2027, because this year, next year, and the following year, the Super Bowls are already locked in, and they're locked as far as the date on the calendar. In 2027, it's in Atlanta. It is in Atlanta, but they haven't locked down a date, which means they may try and extend it. My thing is, I'm all for adding an 18th game, but I'm even more for adding an extra bye week, because it's going to be some horrible football if there's only one bye week. That's not good, people, especially for the teams that go to the playoffs. I understand they're going to drop a preseason game. I get it. This just means to me more horrible football in September and more injuries. It's going to, shout out to the 2 teams that are in the Super Bowl. Not surprising. They're the least injured teams in the NFL. That means something, people. It really does. But all right, that's it for me. Jerry Jones, the great grifter of our day. Talk to you on my lunchtime chat. Late.
For a living, Newman.
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. But the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's publisher's clearinghouse.
All right. Ask you something. What do you do for a